Celtic, apparently. But we'll have more of that later. On the surface, he appears to be just mental. Aye. But he's actually mental about them and everything that they do. But for many who know Gerry very well, they've always felt there was an inner suppressed struggle going on, just below the surface. He's starting to work out something's coming his way. And no one can quite put their finger on it. But we'll come back to that later. That's a belt vote, isn't it? That's great. You've not changed at all. But you still wearing that top? Same colour of tie as well. He thinks he doesn't protest too much. So during this time at school, Gerry begins a career in teacher torturing. Unrivaled since the days of the Crusades and the Spanish Inquisitions. It was a way back in the 70s kind of version of Guantanamo Bay. He was waterboarding them constantly as he attended St Clair's and quickly made friends with a whole load of other bampods, delinquents, hangouts, mileouts and bangers. He quickly and quite surprisingly established himself as a decent brain in his various classrooms. His parents thought he'd lifted the wrong way out of hospital, as his academic grades, to quote his own father, didn't match his face. And again, you've not changed. A happy young childhood was peppered with many happy family times. When Gerry and Aggie felt brave enough to let young Gerald loose on the unexpected world, they travelled, they spent holidays together in various exotic places such as Chicago and Rothsay. Somehow Gerry managed to get through his primary school years relatively unscathed, and time was to hurtle him towards his secondary years with vengeance, and on to St Leonard's in Easterhouse, or as it was affectionately known, the Lenny. Happy days, Gerry.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about them. What are your memories?
Lots of fun.
A man of few words, which is not what I was led to believe. He took with him to the Lenny a very old friend, and this young man is still a friend to this day. He sees him as an essential drinking partner. Unfortunately, he can't actually be here this evening because, rather unbelievably, it's his own 50th birthday tonight. Apart from that, he said he hates his guts. Yes, it's Big Stevie McKernan, but we do have a wee message from him on the screen. And he's on a tractor.
I've known Gerry McLafferty since I was in primary school. Friendship of course through endless games of football and all the nonsense in the playground. But I look forward a wee bit to some of the section of mind that's from time ago. Post 15-year-old and Gerry McLafferty says that they take the from alcohol. Gerry decides to take the place for what the bar in Glasgow. And if you don't know what's in the bar, it's actually a gay bar. Scarf from McLafferty and modesty is not going to say too much more about that, but suffice to say, it's certainly Gerry McLafferty is a rapper piano, chicken curry, fried rice, and a pork and chips. And then chicken curry, fried rice, absolutely. So Gerry and I have always enjoyed a few years over the years, as you probably know. But a few years back, that's quite a few, probably 2 men, you would say. And the same different place people in that position, most normal people would say, thank you, apologise to me. Gerry McLafferty, no. Straight up to the boot, went to the sausage rolls, went to the chickens, outrageous. So Gerry, I'll leave it at that. In fact, I won't leave it at that. I'm going to wait a wee bit. I'm going to go back to the bar again. That night I took a photograph, and I managed to take it out for the night. I'm actually starting to wonder whether or not I've done more to do this than just accidentally going into the wrong pub. See the picture? Start with yourself. Have a great night, and have a happy birthday. All the best to you.
Well, a big Stevie. For those who missed all of that, I think what we're going to do is upload the clips and put them on YouTube. But what you're basically saying is that swine will eat absolutely in pit in front of him, and quite often he's done 3 and 4 portions of stuff and enjoys going to the Waterloo bar, which is a gay bar in Glasgow. And an incident happened there that he can't really talk about. With your head in your hands, is there anything you'd like to tell us, Gerry?
Not guilty.
Okay. More on that later. Now we're on to the secondary school. The year was 1978. Can you remember the song? We're on the march with Ali's army. Where's our English friend? We're going to the Argentina. Never mind, we'll get pretty good right away. 1978, World Cup year. We were in Argentina. The movie Grease had us singing in the aisles, and the phenomenon that was Star Wars still resonating in the air. Resonating, Joe? Really? It's a good word, isn't it? Moringy, that one. It was at this time 2 young, unsuspecting lads met for the first time. Possibly in the Waterloo bar, I don't know, they'll maybe fill you in. They quickly formed a bond that to this day is as strong as ever. And if you really want an insight into Gerry McLafferty's life, there's only one guy with
Oh, say that again?
I was just saying, there's only one guy with all the dirt. He's trying to silence me now, but we're not letting him away with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Joe Bailey!
Good evening, Gerald. Guys, just need to liven up a wee bit, because you want to come down a wee bit and have a look, because this next bit is important, right? So, I really don't have a script for this. Pretty much like life, right? With no really a script. But I'm kind of led with the photographs that you're just about to see. That's what I would call a drinking Gerry, right? There's a lot of things about Gerry that we all love, right? And the thing that gets me about Gerry is he's just got gusto about everything he does in life. He drinks with gusto. He does the dad bit with gusto. He does everything with gusto. And this we were about 18, 19, and he needed a pee in the motorway, and that was at the side of the motorway. And I let him out, and he just pissed behind that thing there and back into the car. So, right. There's a thing about Gerry, that there's another thing that he loves to do, and if anybody that knows him really well, he loves to get naked. He doesn't mind, it's no embarrassment to him, he's happy with his sexuality, but we'll come back to that later. Right? So this was us on holiday, again, you pull over randomly and Gerry says, let's get the cat off. And that's what we just did it. And bums, he liked bums, you'll know about this later, right? I'm going to tell you a wee story that some people that know us quite closely will know. And we went, my mum and dad went away, I was feasters, poor Wayne, and Gerry was the only guy that I knew that had never been on an airplane. My mum and dad went to Benidorm for the first time she came back. We were only 17, and we just decided, my mum says, oh, you want to do that, it was brilliant, Benidorm, you would love it. So unbeknownst to her, we went into the town the next day and booked a holiday, and we went. So anyway, when we went there, Gerry, as I say, loves drinking, and loves kind of sobering up as well. He's got a kind of, you can tell there's a passion there for the baby, right? Now, here's where the story comes in, right? Now, Gerry, what? Sorry. Stop! Anyway, right. So remember, we're a couple of innocent laddies. And by the way, let me tell you something, right? I swear to God, the proudest moment in Gerry's life is when we were at the airport and my dad was dropping us off. And I was 17. He was 17. And to be quite honest, had I been drunk at that point in my life, maybe no. Had he? He'd been pissed for 3 years. Right? So, my dad drops his ass and pulls him aside and says, "You look after my boy." And he thought that was brilliant. Somebody thinks that hello to me to say that. Anyway, so we're sitting in the departure lounge as you do, and these two guys are sitting, and that was a Geordie. Do you remember his name, Gerry? Angelo. Right? And who's that?
It's your pal Chris.
Good answer, big man, good answer. So anyway, we kind of sat there, and these two guys, this guy was shitting his pants, right? He'd never flown before, apparently. And he was all nervous, and he was a Geordie. And let's face it, who doesn't love a Geordie with accent? So, 17 and naive, I'm like, oh, he's a Geordie, that guy's like, he's continental, right? That's the business. So, what we did was, he's like, there's something about them, I don't know, man, So anyway, we buys a beer, and I'm like, oh, my mom's going to kill me, I'm having a beer and I'm 17. So, one of the problems that we had when we were young, we looked a lot older than what we were, so he never had a problem getting served in a bar in Glasgow if he was about 14, which is probably no, anyway. So, we got on the flight, and do you remember when the flight took off, what happened to him? He pissed himself, that guy, after the seatbelt sign up, the guy ran by, the guy peed himself, he was so scared, right? And you don't remember that, no? Anyway, right, so we get over, and it's one of them, you're allocated your hotel. Oh, you're allocated your hotel. And I'm like, he's like, and they're like, oh, great guys, you're with us, it's brilliant, man. And he's like, something not right here. And I'm like, right, okay. So,